Greetings and welcome to Ancient Library, and a quick follow-up on the video I did 3 days ago about the meteor, volcano, UAP situation in the Philippines. I found some data, I found some stuff. We're going to look at some reports and some astronomical data from some citizen scientist, Dobsonian Power. He did a video about the topic, and we're going to break that down. I'm going to look at some more stuff. I got some theories, some speculation, and I think we just go right into it. So let's check out what I found here. The first thing I want to show you is from the American Meteor Society and some other sites where meteors are getting registered normally, and fireballs are getting registered, and you can get a comment out when you witness the fireball. And then on this page here you see even you can have some different levels and how this works. I'm gonna get into it in a minute. And yeah, what I was going to show you is you can see on this page particular, you can see there are some fireballs on the 25th of May, but this one was in the Italian region in Europe, this one was in Germany. And if you click on these events, you can actually see how this works. You can see where people are witness the fireball basically, and you can even see different pictures. And if you scroll down here, you can see it. There's like some experience level and something. Pretty cool stuff actually. And of course, all this stuff, it's not 100% complete. It's just some data about things where we don't know really how this is all working. To predict the trajectory of a meteor is not that easy actually. But you can see on this side, you can see how the severity or the impact energy of the meteors, a fireball or a shooting star, actually it doesn't mean that it hits the ground. If it's called a meteorite, it's actually the thing what's left in the ground. And I presume the red thing here is the Chelyabinsk meteor, which hit in Russia in 2013. I'm pretty sure that's that. It pretty much matches the location. And if you scroll down here and the 25th of May, you can actually don't see any entry here. And yeah, this is the first thing I was going to show you. The second thing are some reports from the Philippines, because after this event occurred, it makes some waves, and I'm gonna just not read the whole thing, just gonna show you some small things. They said, meanwhile, the status of the suspected meteorite has not yet been officially confirmed by the Philippine Space Agency, the agency responsible for studying meteors, fireballs, meteorites in the Philippines. So first of all, there's like an arrow here. It says meteorite. Meteorite only is named the thing if it's hit the ground, but that's actually not the case according to them. If we go to the Philippine Space Agency, yeah, they're actually saying the event was visually striking, with the Mayon volcano and the foreground of Fivolix video capture. Tracking meteor trajectories is not straightforward. Globally, scientists are able to detect and track meteors using radar and optical camera networks coupled with data analysis and computational modeling. So they say it's not easy to track meteors, but I showed you in the last video that there was like some atmospheric phenomena confirmed, which doesn't mean much. But if we look at all these pages, there is actually no meteor data right here for this particular meteor in this area. So I think that's very interesting, because if we had like an entry of a meteor, we can say, okay, it got all the normal things a meteor has, considering the people who are uploading this data here, but it's actually not the case. That's not saying pretty much. That's just a data point in this whole scenario. And yeah, the next thing I was going to talk about is, if you look at this entry, this is from lifescience.com, and they actually say in this paragraph, the second video below, this is the video I covered in the first video, the first one, which is 7.5 minutes long, which got pretty much a similar thumbnail. The second video, captured in full color by live stream specialists at AFA TV, this is the 24/7 Volcano enthusiast stream, reveals the red glow of the oozing magma, as well as the emerald light of the striking meteor. If you watch until the end, you may see a small light rising from near the meteor's trail. This is believed to be the light from a satellite and not related to the meteor, according to the AFA TV data. So yeah, this is pretty wild to me, because believed is doing the heavy lifting in the sentence, because it's plausible deniability basically. They say it's most likely a satellite, because every other thing would be pretty ontological shocking, according to the UAP, which hovers up, which is like makes this whole footage pretty remarkable. And yeah, the next thing basically is if we consider this thing a normal meteor, it must be an M-type meteor, an M-type asteroid to be precise. So asteroids, there are different types. It's about the composition, and an M-type asteroid is a metallic type, which covers also the nickel and other metals in an asteroid, which if it's like a green lightning, a green coma around the chemical reaction which the meteor was actually creating while hitting the Earth's atmosphere, the thing ionizes and it gets its green glow. So if we go here, there are like spectral types of meteors. You can see there's like some descriptive stuff. We got whole types of classifications and ladders, and there's some deep science you can go into if you really want to check out for why some meteors have this color, why are comets blue, and so forth. And yeah, I already mentioned it, iron meteorite. This is basically the thing which people should have found in the ground if it actually hit the ground. So yeah, the next thing I was going to talk about with you is Dobsonian Power is a hobby astronomer. He got some high-level knowledge, and he's pretty open-minded. And he was covering the 3i Atlas thing. What I'm going to mention is 3i Atlas was actually declared green as well. And just a little side note here, a few months ago, or like 7 to 8 weeks, there was like an incident in my area. I'm from central Germany, and there was like about 200 miles away from me, there was like a small meteorite in this case, hitting a building. It was just football size. And I'd done some surface level research, and there was actually a story where 3i Atlas was, it's far out from our position right now. I think it was near Jupiter or another planet. And there was some process where some debris was actually coming off 3i Atlas. And some people say that the timing where this meteorite hit the position near me was actually pretty much the same timing where it was predicted that if we got any debris from 3i Atlas, it would be at that time frame, which I found very interesting. And it was a green thing as well. That doesn't mean much, but what I'm going to show you here is in his video, you can see he got another perspective, the black and white footage, which I showed in the outro of the last video. And here you can see he is claiming, you can see the meteor coming down here, and he is claiming right, which you can't see now, but he's gonna rewind it again. He got this magnifying glass, and you can see this thing going up here. I'm gonna show it one time again, right exactly where the meteor was going down. And he's claiming that this is actually the thing we saw in the footage, what I was showing you, actually this thing here, the small orb, the UAP, UFO. But we're gonna pick up on the end of this video again on this thing, because I'm not really sure. For me, the timing doesn't add up. For me, it's 10 seconds. If this is not sped up, this footage, if this is a real-time footage, it seems like there was 10 seconds of time in between where the meteor was coming down and where the thing was hovering up. And he claims you see the thing right in the middle of the volcano, so it's actually in front of the volcano, and it seems like he's claiming some type of scenario in which something ejected from the supposed meteor at right the same time. I'm not sure about that. We're gonna pick this up in the end of the video, but let's carry on with the next point I got for this one. I found another Wikipedia entry, and I'm actually not big on these entries, but I found this is very remarkable. And this is called green fireballs. And green fireballs are a type of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, that has been reported since the early 1950s. Early sightings primarily occurred in the southwestern United States, particularly in New Mexico, although some ufologists and ufology organizations consider green fireballs to be of artificial extraterrestrial origin, and so forth. So basically this entry tells us that there is some ufologists, some UFO researchers claim green fireballs, especially not red, not blue comets, precisely green fireballs are somewhat connected to UFOs. Some people claim they saw green fireballs after there was some alleged ET contact or some UFO sighting, whatever. And yeah, what this does for us, or like the normal public, basically is saying us, oh yeah, some UFO nutcases believe that green meteors are actually something anomalous. That's like, but the signal this entry is sending is basically the opposite. It tells us, okay, there are some crazy UFO people which claim this is connected, and the perception of the normal mainstream guy, I would say, is going more in the direction that, okay, green meteors are just green meteors and these people are all crazy. But yeah, I'm not too big on the Wikipedia entries, and I just want to leave that here because I find it remarkable that especially green fireballs are somewhat connected and no other color. And in this special synchronicity, we saw the volcanic eruption, the green meteor, the green fireball, and the UFO sighting after that is more or less a little bit corroborating this theory that green fireballs are somewhat anomalous. And the last and the key point of this video is a thing I want to mention here is a process or a thing, it's called mimicry. And mimicry, I'm trying to explain it. It's if you copy a phenomena or if you copy a process to get stealth capabilities, basically. So if there's like a normal phenomena and you coming in that sphere and conducting the same phenomena but for a different reason. I'm trying to be more precise here, and that in this scenario, or I'm gonna try to give you an analogy first. Imagine we could change every cell in our body to another appearance, just for this example. And imagine if we go into a water and if we try to swim, we automatically transform our visual into a fish. So you only see just fishes flowing around and you think, oh, there's not a human trying to traverse in the ocean, it's just a fish. So what I'm going to say with this is, imagine if you're like, it's an open-minded theory here and just speculation from my side, but imagine if you're trying to traverse through the universe for some reason, if you like more futuristic advanced race or whatever, alien life, whatever you want to call it, advanced life from humanoid Earth, from our planet, ultra terrestrials, whatever you want to call it, they're trying to traverse the space, and there's like some lower evolved race like we are, and we know green meteors. So maybe they traverse and make it seem like it's a green meteor. Just for us, if we see it, it's a stealth capability, we think it's a green meteor, it's just a normal thing. And only maybe in special cases like this case, where this special synchronicity occurs with these three things, it makes us, maybe we wonder a little bit about how the odds are for all these three things occurring at the same time. And then we got this special occurrence of the UFO, which maybe seem connected to the meteor. I know this was like a little bit confusing, but what I'm trying to say is they're flying in space and maybe they can create a reaction which make like a green beam of light, which for us seems like a meteor, and all this information, all the sightings are falling through the raster, are falling through the net, basically. So I have to reiterate the odds of these things happening at the same time and the same place. The odds are extremely low, that's certain. What could be a conclusion here? I'm not sure. I think we got 2 less data points, and if people who are like on the spot are saying it's most likely a satellite, not giving us too many alternative options to come to a conclusion here. But I want to say, in my opinion, there are 2 options. Option 1 is a super synchronicity, super random, that these 3 things fell together at one spot and are not connected to each other. The second thing is, and it's of course a little bit more out there, the meteor wasn't a meteor, and the UAP UFO sighting is connected and wouldn't be there without the meteor or green fireball, like putting meteor in quotation marks. So let's take a look at the Dobsonian video again. And like I said before, he thinks the thing which coming up in the center of the volcano, which you can see like flickering where the meteor was coming down in front of the volcano, is actually the UAP. I'm not sure. I checked the footage, I checked both videos, and I think they're both in real time. There's no skipping going on, there's no time warp, whatever. The footage got normal playback speed. So I don't know, maybe I don't get it, and the angles are so weird that 10 seconds, that the thing is time traveling, I don't know. I don't get it how he came to that conclusion. But I mean, it opens the door a little bit for the theory that the UAP actually originates like ejected from the meteor. Let's check this out one more time. So let's check this out here.
Official one. You can see it's here, no? And you can see the shape of the volcano here. You see the darker part of it, it's the shape of the volcano, no? And here you can see that it comes from behind or from the edge of it. But it looks like it's from behind. So in this footage, you can see that now there's nothing there because it pops from behind. So it's a different perspective. So anyone watching this footage, only this footage, will say, okay, it might be a satellite because it was crossing, it's covered by the volcano itself, and we can see. But from the official footage, it's crazy because it's a different perspective. I don't know. And it really looks like it's from here. I zoomed it for you to see it better. Can you spot it here? Here, and the trail of it, it has some kind of a trail.
So this is one aspect which bothering me a bit. I mean, in my opinion, that's just my opinion. I think there's no correlation between this thing and the thing we saw in the other footage, because the timing and the angle doesn't add up. But I'm not perfect, I can make mistakes. I'm no expert in this parallax thing or whatever's going on there. But the thing that he's seeing a trail on this, I mean, it could be something, but in my opinion, this could be like a lava flow explosion from the volcano. I mean, it's like a big mountain spewing fire and stuff. I mean, there are some reactions going on, and I think it's pretty easy to make a mistake and judge this thing to be connected to the UFO or meteor. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you this because I think Dobsonian Power is a great channel. He was growing big in the Free Eye Atlas era, and I think he got some nice takes, but I'm not sure about this. So tell me what you think. Would be great to decode this and yeah, make some sense out of this situation. I think it's very interesting, and I'm gonna see you soon. Bye.